Yeah, okay. I don't even... What's going on? Okay, there we go. Skeletons. What was I doing? Shrek, that's right. I think I'm going to defeat a boss. But I also think that I have a lot of shields.
Thank God.
Shield. Don't need you. Can't use you. I want a take item. We want a... You'll work.
We are in.
Although if you just sell a short bow, I'll take it. You don't. Okay. I could go to Dregling Merchant. I could go to Dregling Merchant and I can use compound longbows, so there's no reason to keep compound shortbow around.
We are in debt.
So what am I going to do? We're going to upgrade compound shortbow. And I have to go buy some shards of hardstone. So we're going to go to Stonefang Tunnels. I hope the guy out here sells all the stuff I want, because I can never remember where Filthy Man number 2 lives. Hello, Master. I'm doing some upgrades before finding the right man to kill. And I'm hoping this man gives me what I want. He does. All I normally have to do to find the filthy man is to look within myself. But this time I need a different filthy man. We need more shards of hardstone.
Come back this instant.
No! See, we're going to make a special bow. And to do that, I need a +7 bow. I don't know how use up this might be. Goodbye. That's okay. That's a fine place to die. Because there's several weapons we can make out of one of the souls we have. Now we've actually had for a while. We just haven't had access to the Red Hot Demon Soul. And one of them is the Armor Spider. And the Armor Spider
If it be a blacksmith.
is not that useful to make anything else out of. But we can make the lava bow out of the hard demon soul, which I think we will. And lava bow we can't upgrade. You don't have to upgrade the lava bow. I don't believe I have any arrows with me. Oh, and we don't have the skill to use this weapon either. What's the skill requirement on lava bow? 16. We're going to hit 16. butt scratch. But lava bow's a good weapon. And we will find use for it in the future. It's faster to evacuate than to go back up to the place. I think we are still going back to Stonefang Tunnel, though. Because to get into 1-3, and she does the little footsie thing, to go into 1-3, we're going to have to beat an Archstone boss. And because I went after the Flame Lurker, this is the best situated boss to defeat. Plus, we get something for beating the boss in this area. Yurt, the Silent Chief, indeed. I think I'm going to go for the Adjudicator Shield in this area. Hello, MDB. Medibot. Old and trusted friend, Medibot. Man, the audio here is not pleasant. I wonder about that. How much can I confuckle with this thing while it's running? Let's find out. I don't know if that helped or if it didn't help. It didn't seem to have done anything. Hey, do you think this is going to crash the game? I didn't do anything. Oh well. Oh, there is one thing I forgot. Why did that make the audio single stop? Ah, I see. That's not what I forgot, but I did forget it. Trying to recall where a thing is at. Here we go. Here's an item we might be interested in at some point. Bones. We have the Hands of God. God Hand. His God Fists earned him the title of the legendary Big M. So yeah, there's a fist weapon in the game called God Hand, and fist weapons are very quick and short range. They are kind of better to use two-wielding. And I forget if that's the parry or if that's also an attack. I think it might be a parry. But the heavy attack is, wah. So the Hands of God can actually do a lot of damage. They have scaling off faith, I believe, for magical damage. The downside of them is you have to upgrade 2 weapons because you're dual wielding. Yeah, I don't know if there's any extra story to the legendary Big M or not. Maybe it's some kind of reference. I don't know. The games do like their references. This game doesn't actually have the Berserk reference in it that some of the other games do. Okay, let's see if these torches make my audio goop up again. No, I didn't think it was just loading when it buffers stuff. So this is an interesting boss fight. One thing, for one, we know this guy. This guy has killed us before. No, 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 no. I don't know how we got to pure white tendency, but we are, so we can withdraw a weapon to obtain the Dragon Bone Smasher. Can we two-hand that? No, you have to have 20 strength to two-hand the Dragon Bone Smasher. This bladeless thick mass of iron is used for smashing! Yeah, this is almost a Berserk reference, but it's not really. I do kind of like the Asian name for this sword better, because this game had some different releases. Be careful. His hands will get you. I got punched. But I believe in the Asian release it was called the Keel Smasher. I was smashed. I wonder if those pillars will remain broken. Let's find out. The Keel Smasher, I think this sounds better than Dragon Bone Smasher. Dragon Bone Smasher is more accurate as to what the sword does. You don't attack boats with the Keel Smasher, but crap. Okay. Continue on our way. No, they don't go away. Can I blast them? We can blast them. Kind of. So, yeah. In this game, the final Archstone boss for each area is a gimmick fight. Haha. I think smashing weapons might work better for this. I might go get the... I may go acquire my mace. I put it in the kitty. I do need to put up the giant weapons I have. I can keep the Keel Smasher with me. We have call for it. But I'm not going to be using the Hands of God soon. And I guess not the lava bow either. Oh. Why is our item burden so high? Did I never put the... Oh. This could be a reason. This is 1.9. I'll worry about that later. Okay, we'll try the mace here. The Keel Smasher is a smashing weapon, but I can't wield it. I'm not strong enough. It requires 20 strength to two-hand. Which I think we will have at some point. I'm not perfectly sold on the idea of using the meat cleaver yet. It's going to be my backup idea if none of my other weapon ideas work out. Because I know the meat cleaver is powerful enough to destroy anything. At least you've gotten to kill this guy a bunch. Do your attacks. His eyes have turned red. I think we're stealth. We're doing a stealth mission here. Look the other way. So yeah, all of the end bosses of each of the Archstones I keep getting hit there. Yeah, all of the bosses at the end of each of the Archstones are puzzle bosses, which was unique back then. I think a lot of diehard Dark Souls fans don't like it. They don't like the puzzle bosses. They like the fight monster bosses, which is fair, I guess. We're going to get this goblin again. I don't hate the Dragon God. I don't think he's that poorly designed. There's definitely some bad puzzle bosses, like Bed of Chaos. Wonder if this one I should try to snipe. The audio doesn't like this. Wait for him to turn his head. I think I just have to run for it after he... Okay. So, here's the thing. Whoever put... I don't know why the Dragon God decides to stand here, because whoever made this place decided to, put these things here. Which the Dragon God has just decided to stand directly next to. Yeah, so now one of his hands is stabbed to the ground. And every once in a while he'll like flinch in pain from the spear, and that's when you move. Although I might just spice this. I bought spice to kill the dragon with, and that's what I'm going to use it for. Just wasn't this dragon. Did I remember to bring my spice with me? I did. I'm gonna wait for him to flinch. Wizard our way through this again. Yeah, it's sci-fi because there's a blue glowing thing, and also the spice must flow. Let me see it's safe, buddy. Dragon Spice is my Spice Girl's names. Mine's Blood Spice. I just said Blood Splice because I can't talk good. If his eyes turned green when it was safe, that'd be good, because his eyes do turn red when he's mad. So we got one more pillar to work through. I might as well eat some more spice. So once again, we're using our wizarding powers to make things easier than they are for other non-wizarding power characters. Although at this point, I think most characters did get into magic. Oh no. I missed him. Oh well. I tried to jump attack, but I remembered as soon as I did the input, you can't jump attack in this here game. So we're not quite done yet. And in fact, it's still very possible for us to die. I forget what the Master's Ring does. But the Dragon God is in a very pitiable situation right now. He's managed to sit in exactly the right spot to have both his arms harpooned into the ground. Well, why would I call him a bad dragon? There's no Coke can anywhere near this. So that fire breath there hurts a lot. And I think I'm going to take measures to not be harmed too much by it. And if I were a true coward, I think I would just kill him using magic. As I wait for him to breathe. And then get a swipe off. Because that fire breath hurts. Do your breath. Isn't this sad? So we didn't really kill that guy, we just tricked him into dying. Man, that was a bad ear feel. Man, that wasn't on screen very long. But we obtained the soul of a pure demon. The thick fog around Boletaria has lifted. Well, part of it. So, everybody knows the drill. We've won. We've defeated a boss. Obviously, our next action is spoken for. Look at all of our glorious health we have. So we kill the dragon, we go up to the Nexus, and so I don't goof up my world tendency, we say hi to Stockpile Thomas. So there's still a Crystal Goblin in the dragon fight. I'm interested in this. But also, there is something we can do now. Because we've obtained the Dragon Bone Smasher. Let's go do that. That was a weird fall. So I think we want to go to the Armor Spider Archstone. Hey, it's that woman we killed for clothes. Are you going to smash a dragon's bones? Kind of. Oh goodness. The enemy. Later. We learned about the Dragon Bone Smasher before we obtained it. Someone told us about it. A dull sword meant to slay dragons. We were told about it by the guy down here, Mr. Stutter the Wanderer. I shouldn't make fun. I used to have a stutter. I have no idea what causes these to respawn. They just seem to respawn randomly. This guy. He wanted to see. I put it away. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba. It's because I took the meat cleaver out and I had too much garbage on my person. Which is still probably the case. I should put some of this stuff away. Yeah, all of this. There we go.
We are indebted to you.
So, we go here. We go back to the armor spider. Indeed. So we killed... I'm trying to remember what you use the Dragon God Soul for. Probably some good stuff. Makes the game crash. GG indeed. We went like an hour and a half last time without a crash, and then here we are, 30 minutes in. In case you want to see all the beautiful error messages that can pop up. The Dragon Game Smasher. Ha. Ah, these beautiful, beautiful intro cutscenes that we can't skip. In Dark Souls, you can skip them. Actually, I don't know, in Dark Souls you might not have been able to. DS Fix lets you skip them, and then Dark Souls Remastered lets you skip them. Ah. Thank you for the follow. Let's... There we go. Offline mode. You can still actually play online with this game. Does any Dragon Quest game qualify as a dragon game? I think they all do, because they all have dragons in them. Or at the very least, dragon lords. Did I get the dragon? Okay. Yeah, very few of them have dragons as the important thing, but they're still there. So we're going to make our way to Skivir the Wanderer again. This time I actually remembered to bring the thing he wanted. I like how the audio kind of dances on itself in this area. It was annoying with the torch sounds, but there are more goblins? Nope, no more goblins. We killed all of them and got their treasure. Okay, Skivir. Get a load of this. Will it show me the moveset of it? Yeah, Ultra Great Swords in this game have very fun movesets. Your first attack attacks in front of you, and then your second attack actually attacks behind you. And you have a big crush. And you don't have a combo with light attack. You just do this over and over again. Roll attack? Sure, we'll try. It's got the stab. Oh, and you hoist it out after you stab. Look. Ugh. It's very weighty. Does that actually work in this game? It'll be easiest to tell with the Falchion. It does. The old backdash into running attack combo. Mostly only good for rapiers. So. Take a look at this thing.
Cats! Oh, you! Demons! Sorry, friend, I have no interest. I love Boletaria for what she is. A place of odd wonders. Strange faces, wielding strange trinkets, hiding in strange places. I'm beginning to think Boletaria is better off now than it used to be. Don't tell anyone I said that. I could get myself into bother if I'm not careful. Wonderful. The arts of swordsmanship applied in a perfectly useless manner. Oh, do not mind me. Thank you, it was a pleasure. Please, take this as a small show of thanks. Take care of that sword, will you? She's a beauty.
Gives us a pure Greystone.
Take care of that.
That's... it's okay. This is for crushing weapons. So I guess that's... It makes sense that he would give you that after seeing this. I think that's all of the white, pure white tendency in Stonefang Tunnel. We are going to want to come back to this place with black world tendency, though. Indeed, I believe we will. But we won't be able to easily attain that as of now. See, yeah, that's why Erin has it. We would have to... the only way we have to modify world tendency is by death. And the only way to make the death count is if you're human. Which means... I need more of these. I don't have enough stones of ephemeral eyes to do everything. I could maybe make one world have black world tendency. So let's deposit some stuff.
We are in debt.
So, I could just go to Boletaria now. What's in Boletaria that I want? Let me think. don't actually know. There's a NPC there. I could do something else. Let's do something else. I don't need to go to Boletaria yet. We want our mace, though.
We are in.
What do I need to upgrade mace? You can't. Okay. Let's go ask Ed real quick what I need to upgrade mace. Yes, I wouldn't mind upgrading it a little bit so that I can deal with remember our training. So you want to go down. And can you upgrade mace? No, you need faint stone. Ah, hello, helmet condenser. So we're going to be stuck on mace +1. That crunchy audio when it's loading stuff. I could have just cast evacuate. I don't think evacuate costs an EMP, because it would be pointless for it to cost NP. That's funny. It's also fine because our sword works just fine where we're going. I think the mace works better. Barely. We're going to go back to the Shrine of Storms. But we're going to go to the... We cleaned out the Shrine of Storms. Let's go through the Adjudicator's Archstone. Did I build my own PC? Yes, I did. I cannot remember all of the special numbers and letters that makes my computer what it is. Crunchy. The pillar saved us. Did not hit us. Actually, I don't want to go here yet. We're going to go somewhere spooky. There's an item there that I want. This one. This place is very, very spooky. This here is the Tower of Latria, which is a kind of very scary place. It's got lots of ambient noise. And it's got lots of prison cells. And there are people hiding in all corners. I don't know if it's specifically an old man did it for a queen. I think the queen did it. And then an old man came and threw everybody in jail. But over there's our public enemy. And there is a screaming man. So I think these guys are blind. They go off sound. And yes, they are mind flayers. They drop spice. So the mind flayers, you saw the mind fl-
Help me.
Can't open this door. Lots of screaming in this place. Wizards! We already have all of this stuff. But now we have more. Lots of little dreggy dudes. If any of this looks familiar, it might be because you've played Dark Souls 3. Shrek has no pity. Especially because these guys have knives, and they like to poison you with their knives. But yes, the Mind Flayers have special attacks that shoot green lightning at you, and the green lightning stuns you. And then they use their grab attack. I think because our weapon has magic damage, our weapon actually can stun them. But often, they withstand getting stunned, so it's hard to stun lock them out of using their attacks. There's just a big rat in here. It's dead. Okay, somebody threw this rat in jail. Yeah, they kind of work like the brain suckers in Bloodborne. Only those guys also have spells that just do a lot of damage. I love this guy. Physics! The chain has physics, but his body doesn't. Man, that is some rigor mortis. The other thing in the Tower of Latria are pits. There's pits everywhere. So always be on your guard for pits. I never go into a chamber without being prepared to attack something coming out of it. Mercury Stone! That's for making poison weapons. Come here, you dinks. That was a great sound. That's a dark pit. I don't understand Smash Brothers references. You have to explain them to me, Miner, please. For my education. Do your attack. Their attacks keep hitting the walls. Stab you in your butt. We're butt stabbing. We are butt stabbing babies. Oh, I also don't understand Kid Icarus things. Unless you mean really, really old Kid Icarus. That I understand. I know about the God of Poverty and that kind of stuff. I don't know about the woman with green hair that everyone's horny for. Her I don't know anything about. Run away, will you? Stand and fight. She might have been in the original, but heck if I remembered any character's name from the NES Kid Icarus game. Silver Coronet. If you didn't start with one, here's where you would find it. So prospective wizards ought to come to the Tower of Latria to acquire some wizarding equipment. That's a good death noise. The Eggplant Wizard. There's the God of Poverty. There's the screen moving upwards. So, and the Tower of Latria basically works like this. You work your way around. The whole tower makes like an S shape. And you gotta find these keys. Jerks. Whereas the new Kid Icarus is about how Pit can't read. So yeah, you can't work your way around here. You have to pick up that key. As I'm pretty sure you could open one of these doors with them. You can do something with it. I forget. There's no falling for platforming here, because every hole you can step into is basically a death pit. Which is how we started talking about Kid Icarus in the first place. Like this spot here. Don't walk off here. You'll die. God bless this place for having... do I go back here? I'm lost already. Oh no. That's okay. Please, help me. I remember to...
Help me.
I really remember opening some of these doors. Oh, it's this one over here. That's right. My perfect memory is now returned. Look at these weird chairs with spikes on them. They don't look very comfortable at all. Coward! Oh. Here's a new thing. The Iron Maidens. They're like fake jump scares. Hey, hemorrhoids are no laughing matter. Something like 40% of the population will experience hemorrhoids sometime in their lifetime. Respect a hemorrhoid today. Appears to be locked. Hey, all I'm saying is it's all fun and games until you're the one who has a hurt butthole. Hello, hello, Chad and Charles. Just in time for us to talk about hemorrhoids together. What? Our sword broke. It's actually fine. We have a backup sword. But our sword broke. I didn't... But yeah, we're in the spooky place. It's the Tower of Latria. But we have this Dragon Longsword plus 4 to be our friend. We could maybe make it plus 5 now that we got the Pure Dragon Stone. Frame rate of this place is about as poor as I remember it. That's true devotion, Chad. Ooh, got his Old Spice. Get some more keys. It's a ×2 exclamation point. Makes it feel like I fucked up. Yeah, I thought that would happen. That's okay, though. We didn't quite caught the plague, but we did do that. New digs. Got the black leather set, the assassin's armor. It is pretty styling. I think it's in most ways worse than the binded set, except for poison. It's kind of okay. I can't take my hat off, or I'll... No, I can take my hat off because I don't have DMP anymore anyways. It's a veil. So we got like a bodice and like some black leather tights and a veil. It's all very styling. I think we got the key, so we can go open some of the things over here now. I think thieves start with this set. We're close to a singing voice. Hi, don't bully me. I had specifically asked you not to do that. Were there any other cells we couldn't open? I don't believe so. One moment, my ear itches. Yeah, there was the mini boy cell. Yeah, I was on the other side. There's little placards for you to read here. Tell you what wing of the prison you're on. I see you. You're cool. You get to live. You've praised me. Got the secret dagger. And all the secret dagger is a Bowie knife. Look at him. I love him. The men in pots I have What? You attacked me. Why would you do that? The men in pots I have logistical questions for. Claws is a bad weapon. How did they get them into the pots? They're ceramic urns. Did they put them in the pots and then fire the pots? Is Claws any good, TK Cat? I really don't. I'm not much of a fist weapon person in this game. There are many games where I adore fist weapons, but not this one. I'm going to keep going this way. It's good cooking. Cooked claws. So their pots have two sides and they combine together. The pots have no bottoms, and I got that one at the very, very, very last moment. Spicy. Shrek was 1 foot in the grave and 1 on the ledge. In a very real sense. Spice. Let's have a gander at this here place. There's a big wall. Some buttressed brutalistic architecture. Spiderweb chains. And some ominously shaped towers in the distance. And some needle spires in the back. That's what their zap attack does. It does this to you. Immediately stop singing upon you entering the room. I don't know how to be sneaky. I want my... Did I, like a dink, put the brass telescope away? I did not. My phone agrees. That was probably it telling me that Jins just went on air. Is that a mask? I really hope that's a mask. She also has a very thick red mark on her neck. She might have been hanged. She's got meat hands. Going to believe that's a mask.
You're an ordinary human, aren't you? Where do you call home? Dear me, I shouldn't pry. Oh, perhaps you'd like something from my collection. I've had better days. I was once the wife of royalty, and I have some nice things to show for it.
So she sells spice. I should probably buy a few of these. Rapier, wooden catalyst, bucklier. She sells the Ring of Avarice, the thing that gets you more souls. Souls into souls. Black bolts are the strongest crossbow bolt, but crossbows suck out loud.
Thank you. Now I can stay here for a little while longer. Oh, Before, there were many others trapped here. But they went mad and ventured above of their own volition. Redemption? There exists no such thing. The Queen banished her depraved old husband from the land. He returned in strange golden garb with foul demons in tow. They pillaged Great Latria, land of the learned, and locked us in this dungeon. Since then, they've been feeding off our souls, telling us over and over that if we go above, we will be granted redemption. I know the truth. The Church Goddess may die, but never for long. And we are trapped below, forever. Well, I wish to stay.
So, I don't know if she means King Allant, or if she means the boss of this area was the Queen's husband. We're going to see King Allant does not have golden robes, which the boss of this dungeon has. But we're also going to see but did the Queen was Latria a part of Boletaria, I guess is the question. You can look at these potmen some more. Trying to see a seam? Okay, there's no seam. Can we find a pot that's knocked over? Yeah, I really see... The only thing that could be a seam is that line, that horizontal line there. Ah, maybe they put them into the pots as children and let them grow up into potmen. Well, if that's the case, then when I break the pots, they should flop over. No, they just praise it. Gee, I wonder if any of these are trapped. That attack has a high chance of poisoning you. I don't know if this game has a meter or if a hidden chance of getting statted when you get hit by a stat effect attack. The Ring of Magical Sharpness. That is a useful ring. We have the Ring of Magical Dullness, but this is more useful. Here's the Ring of Magical Dullness, Magical Sharpness. Look what it does to our magic defense. It's at 115. So it makes you deal more magic damage, but take more magic damage. Only for spells, does not affect our sword. Yeah, invisible meter is one thing I thought it might be, but I don't know for certain. Did I miss anything up there? Kind of feels like I did. Not seeing anything obvious that I missed. My dude, Jerry. Does that tweet still exist? Okay, so we can go out here or we can go down. I imagine the My Dude Jerry guy might have deleted the My Dude Jerry tweet. Appears to be locked. So there's someone in there we want as a friend. We don't have the key yet. And yes, it's a wizard. It's Sage Frank the Visionary. It's locked in the Tower of Latria. Okay. We need the warden key to let him out, I'm pretty sure. So we could go to the right here, but I'm interested in going out here first, I think. That's what my body is telling me. A fogged wall. Well, let's just go out the doors in order that they appeared. Appears to be locked. Nope, definitely not the saint that's stuck in the tower. It is Sage Frank the Visionary. That's what Alan Rickman told us. That big glowy down there is what I came here for, actually. Funnily enough. Can we go down here? Thing is, this place is very spooky, but there's not actually that many enemies down here. Okay, we don't want to go here yet. It's just very tense sounding. There's that hissing sound from the sensors. There's the spaghetti men, who can kill you very, 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 very quickly. There's holes. There's slowdown. There's a screaming man. You can't save him yet. So I'm going to check these cells to see if there's any tracers in them. No, we can't open them anyways. So here's the guy that's been doing this the whole time.
Well, you are a sane one, aren't you? My name is Ridiel. Please, liberate me from this cell. I have precious little time. I must retrieve an article from my corpse.
Is it a Playboy?
As you can see, the only thing that remains of me is my soul. My body is trapped in another cell. I fancy it a fine, rotten mess by now.
Yummy!
I've no interest in my corporeal flesh, but I left upon my person a keepsake of my late wife. I will soon fade into the beyond.
Thank you for the sub,
My only wish
Birdhead.
is to do so near that token of my beloved.
Yeah, so his story is wife late me. And he wants his wife late me coin so that he can go into the great beyond happy. I think in pure White World tendency, this rubble isn't here. Wait a second. Okay. I keep seeing my crescent grass gray out, and I don't know why. I thought it might have been the sensor here. See, I think in different world tendency that rubble won't be there. But we cannot do that yet. Or our world tendency is going to be neutral for some time longer. So here's a dangerous monster. This attack is scary and actually has a good range. It's a big meatball with swords. Dead. I thought it was changing to do its I thought it was doing its ranged attack, but it wasn't. So I died. But now that we have the keys, zipping through this place is not so bad. You're gonna see me turtling up. Man, I haven't had to turtle up in a Souls game in some time. What if I tried dashing through? So I actually have the one shot on the Cthulhu heads, if I stab them. Where am I at? I thought I was dead. Okay, I found out why you don't try dashing through. I'm lost. Okay, there's Sage Frake the Visionary, so I'm going the right way. Except I most certainly did not go the right way. Huh. That's okay. Maybe things are okay. We just have to believe in that. That's a lot of what I remember, Troffen. Is getting lost and going down these hallways. I believe we've ended up back where we started. There we go. We had to end up here first. There's Hole. There's Singing Lady. Here's Boy I'm gonna stab. Sometimes it does 260 damage, sometimes it does 261. And that extra point of damage is so you know you're having fun. At least we're making decent souls. We've killed like hardly any guys, and we've already racked up a cool 2.682k. So I got killed by that beef ball. That's how I died, right? So the beef ball has 2 attacks. The one that it's scary is the one that killed me. The other one is not that threatening. And I need to get the beef ball to do that attack. It's that one. Because once the beef ball hits you, it's probably going to hit you again. Like this. Do the attack, beef ball. Not that one. There you go. Okay. We got that beef ball. Beefy. Beefy, weefy. I'm gonna have to drop some garbage. I came here for this, though. The silver bracelets. They're women only. And they make you get more souls. Can I drop? Actually, no. I don't need to drop anything.
Please, help me.
So we got the fluted set. red smoke is threatening. But we need to leave now. So the fluted armor is pretty good heavy armor. It's what the knight starts with. Warrior starts in the leather armor. Fluted armor is what knight starts with. And it looks fairly different for ladies. Ladies get this charming Soleil helm. And they get a little thing on their cuirass that lets their butt poke out, so you can see their butt. And they get these nice, I forget what these thigh things are called, the side skirts. It's heavy armor, though. So we're going to... I think we're going to put the binded set back on. We also got the kite shield, which is a fairly good shield. I think Knight's shield is better. It's heavier, though. We need to store some stuff.
Thank goodness I was one.
It's a deposit. All of me ores. Folds might be it. Secret dagger can go. Claws can go. Heavy crossbow can go. Blessed mace can go. Other wooden catalyst can go. Kite shield can go. Damaged silver coronet can go. Dang it. I do want the... I do want those gloves, though.
We are...
These gloves are going to be stapled to my body, basically, for the rest of the game. They're not very good armor. Like, the binded gloves give, like, 17 to everything, and the silver ones give 2. But they give you, like, 20% extra souls. Plus, we got sleeves. Give me that thief ring.
I can...
And you... repair our stuff.
You come back alive.
What do I want? Could go back to the tower. I basically got what I wanted there for. But I may as well do first thing. May as well beat the first boss here, since we've got much of the way through.
Please, help me.
Help me! Actually, I think we want to go this way. Praise it! Yeah! So that little blue crystal means that we're getting more souls. Hope. I wish this game had carvings. I wish every game had carvings. Disable voice chat in every game you ever make, and just put carvings in it. Apparently people like that new game, how it handles player communication. But I, A, can't even remember what that game is called. B, a lot of people say it's not actually very fun to play. And C, I have no idea how it actually lets players communicate. Because it's a free-to-play shooty-a, and thus I care little about it. Not Ashen. Not that one. Like this game, yeah, Apex Legends. Yeah, game literally just came out. The old ape legs. God damn it. I fell in the hole again because I was thinking about other VidCons. I did not see the new Sekiro trailer, and I won't. I'll watch the trailer after I play the game. They already have my money. They don't need to sell it to me. It has an old man talking a lot in Japanese. Well, that's the problem, Burned-Head. I actually understand some words of Japanese. I could glean information from it. I could maybe understand 1 in 20 words he said. No, he's gonna... No, brain sucked out. No, no, no! So that's how they get you. So it does a whole bunch of damage to you. Ah, thanks for the host, Jens. That was a short stream. Were you having issues? I don't know when Barkley 2 is coming out, Chad. I hope sometime within my life. I'll have to go to one of Frankie's streams just to see how much progress he's made. If any. Oh, Record Keeper, that's right. I remember now. I think Crypt Underworlds might come out before Barkley 2. I know Lilith has had some difficult life things happen whilst making the VidCon. So, they can't one-shot me, but I can one-shot them. And that's our relationship. Can't actually do anything here yet. Right. Might try this for a while. Just to get some MPs back. That man's a ghost, so he's blue. Although blue usually means a summoned spirit, so I don't know what they're doing. I'm going to have to fight the meatball again. So now we have these tiny cells. Alarmingly blue is a good name for a pigment. You're not wrong. I think most of the little cells don't have anything in them. This one's got a stool. Man, talk about luxury.
Help me.
Let's see. There's an item in here. I love items. Especially souls. Okay, here's a good color for a name for a pigment. Could you name a pigment Abadi, and then name another pigment that's very similar, Abadai? So those goblins there are obvious traps. You cannot gather them yet. I actually don't know how Falchion handles the squid men, so that'll be interesting. Actually, no, that goblin I can get. Oh. Do your attack. Do your attack. Try to zap me. Zapping me. Come on, you know you want to. I think this guy's actually resistant to magic. But I want my MP back. Okay. So, remember my training. Remember my training. There we go. So, this goblin has a secret weapon, which is hole. Secret weapon is hole. Yeah, I don't know if I could bleed meatball or not. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. I like that they call this place the Prison of Hope. So if you chase after that Gerblin, then all that's really going to happen is it's going to run off the hole, and then you're going to run off the hole too. They're finite, but also I don't understand the rules of how they do or do not spawn. They come back a lot. Like, this place makes no sense. And I think I'm going to do a quit load to get the screen to stop flickering. Oh, so the goblins come back if you do certain object. Okay. Anyways, do I want to do this dumb platforming shit right now? I guess so. So this game has platforming in it. You can go out here. An important thing to remember about this game that they don't teach you is that you can mantle. man, I want some noodles. I could really go for some pho or something right now. I don't know why I thought about that, but it just suddenly struck me. Maybe some kind of pad thai that isn't poison. Or maybe just some chicky noodle soup. Or matzo balls. I'm getting hungry, I think is the main point. Can't get that item yet. Or can we? Churls and helmet condenser both with the tortellini at the same time. You ever seen matzo ball soup? No, matzo's great in soup. It's a lot like chicken noodle soup. So we can't get that item yet. We might have to do a world tendency thing. I don't know. Yeah, we got a poison item. We got the poison rapier. So you can't go up there. And you can't really cross either. You can get this, though. This is a statue that is shaped like a man, constantly spewing out crossbow bolts. I guess it's some kind of siege weapon. But we got a mystical key, so let's go use our mystical key to open mystical locks. I believe we can save Sage Freak the Visionary. I guess not. We got the Warden's key, though. But you do have to backtrack after getting this key. I think. I don't remember. The pot men are begging to be released, but I will not. I will never let a pot man out of his prison, unless I do so on purpose or on accident. Here's why I keep thinking the doors can be opened. It's because this one just freaking is. I had ghost memories telling me they're ghost facts. It's good to have strong principles re potmen. Indeed. What would we be if not without our principles? The S-Talk. I'm kind of at a loss as to where to go. I have to find a door for this key. Maybe the key will tell me about it. Warden's Hall in the Prison of Hope. Alright. So somewhere, someplace, there's a, oh, I know where. I remember where. I remember. Did I ever go down here? Yes. Yeah, no room for potman centrists here. Where am I going? I'm going up here, I think. I'm certainly going somewhere and doing something. I see you down there. I got my MP back, so it's time for the sword that does good against these men. Potman would be a good cosplay. I do admit to that. I also think that just having a Dark Souls cosplay complete with Chameleon would be a wonderful thing to do. I feel like there's going to be goblins nearby. Okay, so these two doors are to the same place. The game does have a message system. I forget how to do it. Yeah, because I'm offline, there's no messages. The servers have gone offline for this game, but there are actually private servers for Demon's Souls still up and running. You can find out about them on Reddit or whatever. Place is opening up. Man, this place is dark, though. A fog door. I think not. I refuse all fog doors. I like how in Bloodborne it's just a notebook. And you just tell the messengers to do it at whatever you want. There's the back of the crossbow guy. Indeed. I forget what's up here. I think I'm on the wrong side. I came up here for something. Silver catalyst. Worthless. I already have one of those. So if you wanted a silver catalyst, which in most ways is worse than the wooden catalyst, get your hinder up here. And walk all this way. So, now we can go down. And we'll go in that fog door. Oh man, did you see how our sword became tiny as we pulled it out? So yeah, if you come that way, you can turn off the crossbow Jesus, as TK Cat called it. I think that's what Squint calls it in the LP too, because it really does look like the big statue of Jesus in Rio. So we got the Clever Rat Ring, which Dark Souls fans will know as the Red Tearstone Ring. And it gives me this red headache. So yeah, if your HP is below 30%, you do a lot extra damage. I'm sure that corpse has an item. Oh no, we already got that item. Okay. No, the red headache is not my greed. My greed is my blue gemerald on my bar. So you go up there and you fight the boss, but I'm not going to do that yet, because this boss is a gimmick boss. And the game straight up tells you the gimmick, so it's not even that surprising. And the only thing falling for the gimmick does is make me fight the boss twice. So I'm just going to solve it first and then win, if I can. The bride to a once queen told us that the false idol revives over and over. Like, she cannot be killed. And if you fight this boss, the boss will just will not be defeated and will respawn unless you come up here, which some message marks down in the boss battle room are just going to flat tell us. I guess I'm going to miss out on a line of dialogue from this guy.
What do you want? I am a humble servant. I do not wish to interfere. I won't cause you trouble. I won't.
He's lying.
What do you want? I am a humble... I won't...
So if you kill the boss while this guy's alive and this magic circle is happening, he'll go, "You fool! The fool's idol will revive!" And then the boss won't die. So I guess I did cheat everyone out of a line of dialogue. I think, unless the messages in the fight will go away, there will be clues in the fight itself. And we have a shortcut here. Okay, and her crossbow attack did most of my life and damage. There's a special red phantom here. She wields the secret dagger. Some moonstone, the black eye stone, which is the invasion item, and some humanity. Nice. Should get rid of these objects of guidance from a bar. I might want those late moon grass, though. Oh, yeah, the baby. The baby. I thought she used the secret knife. It hardly matters. For in here we shall face our doom. Not really. I like how she's holding a knife rather than a cross, so they could just use the same imagery. So this boss is really cool looking. Another redo. It never ends. So, Magus in the Congregation. It's kind of like a pinwheel. Crystal Sage. Yeah, this is a kind of boss that they've had that they've used since. The voice is reviving the idol. They just tell you. So she lays down traps and then fires her beam at you. Okay, that's a false one. So it's the one in the back is the one we want. I saw her flip through the pages of her book. Oh, I earned a trophy, guys! Yeah, so our weapon is kind of really powerful, because I upgraded this thing with all the dragon stone we found in Stonefang Temple. Stonefang Tunnels. I always say Stonefang Temple because of Stone Tower Temple in Majora's Mask, which I don't even think is the correct name of it there, but whatever. And Stone Temple Pilots. That is a band. Not one I've really listened to ever, though. Does this look familiar? And away they go. They didn't let me touch the thing, though. Oh, it's because it's up here. The Doll Demon Soul. I missed an item down there because I ran into the cutscene. So we might have to go down there at some point. Just to get a bad knife I'm not going to use. So, as always, we know the drill. I have murdered a boss. And we're almost done with today, I think. But we have two things we gotta do. One is our eternal task of not messing up our world tendency by ejecting this mortal coil from up here. I do want to show off one thing. Do I still have the fluted armor with me? Nope. Okay. When you're in body form and you're in heavy armor, it actually does make clinky noises. So yeah, we kill ourselves in body form in the Nexus so that we don't affect the world tendency of any world. But the second thing we want to do is we got a special key. That's literally what it was called. The Tower of Hope, the Prison of Hope special key. I would like the screen to stop flickering. So maybe we can do some stuff. Flesh is but a mere hindrance to Shrek. Indeed, we're going to Shrek him up without any Shrek meat. At some point, we're going to be able to use our meat. Especially when it comes to murdering ourselves. That's going to be a useful use for our human meat. But that time has not yet come. Yeah. Does she have any reaction to us killing the boss?
Oh, it's you. Redemption. Well,
Oh well. That's where we came from. Yeah, Shrek is like an onion, and thus does have multiple layers. You remove the meat layer, you just get to the soul layer underneath. I don't think we can do Ridiel yet. He might be a world tendency thing. Plus, I gotta remember where our boy Sage Freak the Visionary is at. Can you imagine an onion with 2 layers? Like, only? 1 layer, 2 layer. That's all this onion gets. Oh.
Oh, human are you? I am Freyk. I have been trapped here.
It's just garlic.
Perhaps you could help me get out of here. I am a sage, and I can lend you my power in return. Oh, take heed of those octopus-headed guards. Perhaps you could... I am a sage. Oh, take heed of those octopus-headed guards.
That's literally all he says. Okay. You just making some cool light to keep yourself company?
Magnificent. I never expected to get out of there alive. My name is Freyk. I am known as a sage. I thought my magic would give me an edge against these demons, but how wrong I was. I have been enfeebled by my long imprisonment. But I can still move my legs, and I can make it back to the Nexus. I thank the stars that I escaped when I did. I owe you my life.
And he gives us his dude's Jerry stiletto.
I have been
Why are we killing him again? I'm not killing him, he's too useful. He did give us a useless knife, though, that we will take a look at. So we have Jerry's stiletto. Dagger-sized and bladeless. It is a bead of special magic. It steals a small amount of MP from its targets. So yeah, it steals MP on hit. It's about as useful as it sounds. It does very little damage and steals very little MPs. However, we have saved Sage Freak the Visionary, so we get to go talk to people now.
You saved Sage Freak, did you not? Then I was right to bend the rules and teach you a few tricks. Nevertheless, I'm grateful to you. Do you see how important selfless acts are in this dreary world?
Mm-hmm.
What is it? Are you still begging for magic lessons? Ah, so be it. Better than having you bother Sage Frake.
What a dink. We probably do want enchant weapon. Let's just go ahead and pick up these spells too.
Be careful how you...
So, Sage Frake has special usages.
I have a proposal for you. Could you bring your demon souls to me? As I determine more about the essence of the soul, I can teach you new magic. A demon soul is no mere amalgamation of lesser souls. You have your wits about you. Surely you understand me?
So, Sage Frake does special things. He trades, spells for demon souls. And I have to think. I think I do want Soul Ray. I'm looking this up. I know we want warding, because the Iron Demon Soul is only used for warding. Yeah, and Dull Demon Soul is only used for Soul Ray. We don't have Hard Demon Soul anymore. We used it for the Lava Bow, I'm pretty sure. Dragon Demon Soul's probably got some cool stuff you can do with it. Yeah. You can make a good miracle. So we're probably not going to. Soul Ragu. Soul Ray Bar and Grill. That's my joke. So we definitely want Soul Ray, and we definitely want warding. You don't have to require Demon Soul. Fireball we're going to keep for now. But anyways, we can probably trade in Soul... We can trade in Soul Arrow for Soul Ray. Soul Ray is a much better spell. We haven't used Water Veil in a while. We can't use Warding, because it requires 2 slots. And we don't have a weapon we can enchant. So it might be Fire Toss. Or Protection. Let's try Protection.
Do you have a connection to the disciples? Do not pay attention to them if they speak poorly of me and my magic. Prayer is for the foolish, quaint, and soon to be dead. And heaven forbid the day you find out what their so-called God really is.
Oh, so he knows.
I was defeated and captured by the Golden Elder beyond that dungeon. Beware of him, for he manipulates souls. He has power over dark souls, those susceptible to madness and paranoia.
Fire spray is pretty poor.
I know of 3 human leaders who became demons. King Allant of Boletaria, Astraea of the Valley of Defilement, and the Golden Elder of Latria. They have proven that humans can evolve to a higher state. We were wrong to assume that only demons could do demon work. He has power over dark souls. Those
me? He's talking about me.
Paranoia. We were wrong to assume.
Okay.
Bring me more demon souls when you can. I patiently await you, my fine magician friend.
Indeed. So here's what Soul Ray does. It looks a lot like the beams that the wizards were shooting at us in the boss fight. And it's much better than Soul Arrow. Anyways, that guy spoke like a true wizard. You know who we haven't talked to in a while? Is Undead Warrior.
You've gone and died, have you? If you die here in Boletaria, your soul is returned to the Nexus. Well, what'll you do next? That's what I did. I think I just lost my nerve for this kind of thing.
We did die a long time ago.
Have you met the last surviving Monumental? Those fools revived the old one on a whim. And now they've trapped us here in the Nexus in a desperate attempt to undo their mistake. It's all a travesty if you ask me.
That is kind of a dick thing to do.
Well, you found yourself a demon soul, did you? I'm impressed. Yes, indeed I am. Stay the path, and you will soon be a monster yourself. Can't you see you've fallen for their trap?
Indeed.
You. Have you seen my corporeal flesh? Has my body gone rotten?
I mean, I would
sorry. Please leave me alone.
like give you a stone of ephemeral eyes if you wanted.
Who are you? I don't remember anything.
He's doing the things Dark Souls NPCs do. Oh no, I'm sure he'll attack us the next time we're in the Nexus. I don't actually know if that's true or not, but it probably is. We would probably kick his ass. But he did remind me of the Monumental, who I think is going to give us a useless item. Because we killed the Dragon God. We got revenge on the Dragon God.
Have you received assistance from the Candle Maiden? She is a prisoner of this Nexus, and that is why she has become a demon herself.
Yeah, I think you've said that to me before.
A soul is the essence with which living things. When one loses the soul, the old one is the bottomless pit of nothingness. The old one's very nature cannot be...
Can you give me an item?
The old one...
Useless. When are you going to give me the friend ring? Anyways, I think that's going to be it for now. We got some good souls in. Maybe, okay, we got some amount of good souls in. We defeated the Dragon God. We defeated the Fool's Idol. We found some sweet bracelets. We learned some new magic. And next time, I think we're going to do the Valley of the Shadow Men. At least part of it. What is my item burden? Half? I should dump some stuff. Deposit item. That's good enough.
We are indebted to you.
Alright, so next time, we'll be doing something. We'll probably start next time by deciding how I want to spend my souls. I don't think the stream was beyond imagination, but it was beyond something. Anyways, good night.